This week's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm just giving you a tour around. I'm starting off with our Herrnhuter star outside our house, and we have a wreath that Joyce made last week, and we come inside the house and we have a demijohn with some lights inside it, but there's some very special things about these Christmas things that we have. We're going into the kitchen, and there is a beautiful candelabra hanging from the roof. We've got some, you see two candles lit on our kind of Advent lights, and there are some these other lights in the window. You can see the reflection as well coming from them. And now I'm just going to go out and show you some other, another Advent light which had come from Eastern Germany, and these are rather splendid. I haven't lit the candles. They're rather special candles, cost rather a lot, but it's very beautiful. Then we go into the lounge, and here is our pyramid, our Christmas pyramid, and it comes from East Germany. It's a wonderful thing because it tells the whole story of the Christmas story, from the angels on the top, the Mary and Joseph on line 2, then there come the shepherds and the wise men. And then I'm just going to go through here and show you our nativity scene, and that came from Tanzania and was given to us by Ben and Anne when they were in that country. So I'm just going to give the camera to Joyce a moment, and I'm going to continue. What I'm saying is that the thing about our Advent lights and our Christmas lights is that really they're not just something we went out and bought from a shop, but many years ago, just after Christmas, I would go to Eastern Germany, and we did a conference in a sisterhood there called the Schneevendhaus. And as we arrived just after Christmas, before New Year, suddenly there were these wonderful decorations. I was absolutely amazed. And they had the pyramid like you see in the background there, and all these wonderful Christmas decorations, and I said, oh, these are the most amazing things. Never seen anything like it in this country. But you know, when we were in East Germany, this was before the wall came down, they couldn't give us a love gift. We couldn't take any money out of East Germany, so they blessed us with all these wonderful things that we've hung around the house. And so as we bring them out each year, we just give thanks to some lovely people that we've met. Some we got in Sweden, most of them we got in Eastern Germany. So we just thought, well, let's have a little bit of an Advent feel to this week, because what I've written about is the word increase. I was just looking in Isaiah 9, and it says, the people who walk in darkness have seen a great light. And then it goes on to the amazing prophecy about the coming of Jesus. And it then says, of the increase of his government and peace, there will be no end. And as I just been meditating over this for the last a few days, I just thought, when we invite Jesus into our lives, he is the light of the world. But it says, of the increase of his government. And as I began to meditate on this, I thought about John's Gospel. And in the first chapter of John, it's all about in the beginning was the Word, and so on and so forth. And then further down, John is kind of reflecting on what it was to have Jesus in his life, in his heart. And he said, from the fullness of his grace, he has given us one blessing after another. I just thought, when we invite Jesus into our lives, it is blessing upon blessing. And I kind of thought, now, what other scriptures are there that talk about things being better and better? In Psalm 84, it talks about people who dwell in the house of the Lord. And then it says, they go from strength to strength as each one comes into Zion. And I just thought, when we come to this time of the year, we can light candles. I mean, it was rather fun because we were in a church down near Land's End 2 Sundays ago, and they lit the first Advent candle, and that really set me thinking. One candle one week, then another. The light is getting stronger. And then I thought, well, we can just light candles and we can do all the Christmassy things. But when we invited the light of the world into our lives, there's something which is a continuing, it just goes from blessing to blessing. In Isaiah 9, it says, of the increase of his government and peace, there will be no end. So when we have got Jesus in our lives, it's peace upon peace, blessing upon blessing. It will go from strength to strength. And then there's that wonderful verse in Corinthians which talks about when we look at him, when our eyes are on him, when we fill our hearts with him, it says, and we all, as we look towards him with our faces wide open, it says we go from glory to glory. And I just thought, Lord, let this Christmas, let this period of celebrating the birth of Jesus, let us embrace him in our hearts in a way so that we just can, there's thanksgiving and gratitude and peace and joy. When he fills us, it's just more and more. I mean, John 10 talks about the thief comes to steal and to kill and destroy. Jesus said, I've come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. And we look forward to Christmas time. We look forward to being with the family and all kinds of things. But it is being filled with that abundance, filled with the life, filled with joy, filled with blessings. And my prayer for every one of you is that this will be a time not just of eating too much or watching too much television. No. Let it be a time when we just can see that Jesus is just wanting to pour more and more into our lives. Let's open our lives and receive everything he's got. So have a wonderful Christmas.